Hello everyone, this is question number 16. These questions belong to database management system for relation database schema topic. The question says which of the following statement is correct according to the following instance of a relational schema R, X, Y, Z. This R represents this entire table and X, Y, Z are the attribute of this table. Here the value of X, value of Y and value of Z. We need to identify which statement is correct. Four options has been given. This arrow represents that one value can determine the other. Here attribute X can determine Y or not. So basic principle which we need to follow over here, that value of X is 1 if the value of X is 1 and Y value is A. If the value of X is 1 and Y value is B, which is very incorrect, because at one value Y value should be different. Like if X value is 1 and Y value is A. Again after some time, if I say value of X is 1, so the value of Y should be A. If I say value of X is 2 and value of Y is A, and if I say value of 3 of X, that determine the value of Y, that is B. So this kind of principle is acceptable here. So let's check the original values which is given in the question. Let's take from the options. X determine Y, X determine Y. So let's check this. X determine Y. Here the value of X and value of Y is 1. Value of X is 1, value of Y is 1, which is also acceptable. Here value of X is 2 and value of Y could be same, that is 1. This is what we are talking about, that if the value of X is changed and value of Y remain the same, that is acceptable. But when the value of X is 1 1 and we are getting the different value of Y, this is not the correct principle of the determinants. So X, the same value of X can determine the different value of Y, which is not acceptable. The same value of X can determine every time the same value of Y. So the value of X is 3 here and value of Y is 2. So we can say that X successfully determined the value of Y. So the first option, X determined Y and X determined Y. So 1 and 3 from option 1 and 3 could be our answer. Let's check to eliminate the rest of the options. Let's check whether Y can determine the Z. Value of Y is 1 and it gives the value of A from the Z. If value of 1 of Y and it gives the Z value A, which is acceptable from now. But whenever we check that value of Y is 1 over here and we are observing that value of Z is B. So from one same value we cannot determine the two different value of the next attribute. So we can say that Y is not determined the Z. So we can eliminate option number 2 here. Let's check whether Y determine X or not. When value of Y is 1, I am writing here Y and X. From observing this table, when value of Y is 1 and value of X is 1, right, acceptable. When value of Y is 1, again value of X is 1, acceptable. Whenever the value of Y is 1, and here you can see the value of X has been changed, it is now giving the 2, which is not acceptable, and we can say that Y is not successfully determined the value of X. We can eliminate this option as well. Now we are remain with the two options. Now Z can determine the value of X. Now let's check. Here we are having the Z and X. Now observing from the table that value of Z is X and it determines the 1. Here I am writing the value of Z is A and it's determined the value of X as 1. Next we have Z value is A and it determines the value 1. From now you can see that they are acceptable. Now value of Z is B and it is giving the value of X is 2. It's also acceptable. Now we are saying that value of Z is B and value of X is 3 here. So it is not acceptable. So we can say that Z is not successfully determining the value of Z. So we can eliminate the option number 1 as well. Now let's check that whether X can determine the Z or not. Here we are writing the X and Z. When value of X is 1 and it determined the value of Z A, value of X is 1 and it determined the value of Z as A. So they are acceptable. Now value of X is 2 and it's saying the value of Z is B. It's also acceptable. And value of X is 3 and same value with the Z of B. We can change these value, but we cannot change these values when the value of X is same. So yes, we can say that X can successfully determine the Z. So option number 3 would be the correct option for this question.